Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a little tag that I've seen on a blog that I follow. I follow quite a few book bloggers as well as booktubers. So this is from bonjourana.com. So it's called the Bookish Beginnings Tag, and it was created by Laura from Reads and Daydreams. So I hope she doesn't mind that I've decided to do it, but I enjoyed reading it on people's blogs, so I thought, why not? Why not YouTube it? The first question is, tell us about what you love to read as a child. As a child, I can sort of remember the first moment that I really discovered reading. I was 7 years old and I was given a copy of Matilda by Roald Dahl, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I sat on my bed and I read it cover to cover. I sat there all day, and that was the beginning of my love for reading. So after that, I got obsessed with Roald Dahl books and I read all of them. And Roald Dahl was really the first person that I absolutely loved as an author. Question number 2 is, what adult fiction did you try to or want to read? It was Endless Night by Richard Laymon, which, looking back now, is totally inappropriate for an 11-year-old. I don't know what the library were thinking, let me take that out. But I wasn't your average 11-year-old, and so that got me into the horror genre. So I read a lot of horror books and scared myself witless. And then I moved on to the likes of Virginia Andrews. And then I just started discovering everything else from there. And I've always had quite a wide range of books on the go. So I would get recommendations from friends and family, and then I would read that. The question number 3 is, what classic book did you read and not because of school? So the first classic book that I read was Pride and Prejudice, and I really loved it. I can remember it was a nice hot summer's day. I was about 12, and I was curled up on the bench in our back garden, and yeah, I got through that pretty quickly, and I really liked it, even though it was quite hard for me to understand at the time because I didn't quite understand a lot of the language that was used, but I really enjoyed it. But even though it was a struggle, I still remember quite enjoying it as well. The next question is, tell us about a book that made you realise a different writing or genre style. That was relatively recently. I hadn't actually read a lot of crime books until I read Gone Girl. That really made me realise that actually that might be one of my favourite genres that I've ever read, and so I have quickly bought quite a few more books along that same sort of line and along the same genre, and I've been getting through them pretty quickly and I've been loving them. So yeah, it was Gone Girl for me that got me into that. The next question is, what was the first literary prize winner that you read? That was, I think it was in school, and that was To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm saying in school, we didn't study it in school. I was part of a reading club in school, so that was given to us as one of our books to read that week. And yeah, that was the first one, I think. I can't be sure, but it's probably that. The last question was, what is the first piece of translated fiction that you read or want to read? That would be The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I read that a few years ago, and what I really like about translated fiction is that you do get to see the inner workings of another culture firsthand. Because I find that you get a certain amount of honesty with a translated piece that you wouldn't get if someone, for example, if someone from the UK had written a book about being brought up in Amsterdam, for example, you wouldn't get the same exact feeling as you would if you read a book about Amsterdam from someone who's from Amsterdam. So that is one of the reasons that I really like translated fiction. So I think that about wraps up this tag. I've answered all of the questions and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thanks. Bye.